Good morning, class. Today we will be discussing modals. First of all, what is a modal? Simply put, modals are verbs and are helpful, telling us if something is able, possible, whether it has permission, or must do something. We use them every day. For example, we can or could do something, we may or might do something, we should do something or should not do something, we must do something, we would or will do something. First, we have can. Can is about ability and is a modal that tells us if you are able to do something or not. For example, if you are strong enough to lift 300 pounds, then you can because you are physically able to lift 300 pounds. You are able to. If you are not strong enough, then you can't because you are physically unable to lift 300 pounds. As a side note, be clear with yourself in your mind. Understanding whether you can or can't and will or will not is the first step to finding out why, yes, you can, or why, no, you can't. If you can do something, but do not, then you did not have the will to. If you have the will, but are unable to do something, then you can't. Next we have permission and possibility. May is the modal of permission. Might is the modal of possibility. May is a smart way to gain points by asking permission from the person in charge of your safety. We both know that you can go to the bathroom, but when you ask, what you are asking is if you have permission to leave the room and go to the bathroom. May I go to the bathroom is the way that you ask permission. Might is the modal of possibility. If you are kind, you might make a connection. If not, you might make an enemy. Might is a bridge without a clear endpoint. Use it well to keep you out of trouble if you aren't sure about something and don't want to mislead anybody. Next we have should. Should is a bit more complex, and it forces us to ask questions. Should I do something or should I not? Is it a good idea or is it a bad idea? Should focuses on what you think is right or wrong, what is wise or a disaster waiting to happen. For example, should you spend your money to impress people that you like, or should you save it to buy a car soon? Should you adopt the neighbor's dog so he doesn't go to the shelter? Or, if you cannot support this animal, should you take him there yourself if your neighbor cannot? The question remains in you. You must make the decision. Should you or shouldn't you? Next we have must. Must is the modal that tells us that we have something to do. We are obligated. No other way around it unless you choose to walk away. But even that's a decision, and in the process, you'll probably use the modal should if you weigh out your options. For example, you must shower in order to stay comfortable and not stink. You must pay your water bill if you want running water. Or, you must come up with a new way to get running water on your own so you aren't obligated to pay anyone anything. The bottom line is, there are certain things that we must do. We have to do. Next is would and will. After you've asked yourself if you can, might, should, or must, comes your decision. And you will use the words would or will as your modals to get clear about your decision. Will I? Would I? Will I? Will we? Would is whether or not something is done by you. It is specifically about your will or desire to do something. If you think you should adopt your neighbor's dog, then would you? If you think you can afford a dog, then will you? Do you have the will within yourself to take the dog in? This wraps up our lesson for today, guys. Thank you for your time, but before we leave, let's recap. Modals are simply verbs, and they set up some serious questions. We use them every day. They can make you look great if you know how to use them to your advantage. Be ready tomorrow, for we have a quiz on the 6 modals that we just covered. Have a very nice day, guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.